Okay, so Bmw 320D, still 56 plate 1A, it's smoking its head off. It's in for glow plugs, but that's more than glow plugs. This car's running, right? It's taking a long time to get it going, and it didn't sound great getting it going at all. But now that it's running, it sounds okay, but it shouldn't be that smoky. And you can see all the injectors on it, right? For what I can see, I've got a load of panels off it, top engine cover. Here at hunting back and forth, there's a load of fault codes on it. I've scanned it, loads of fault codes. So taking all the panels off it, that's to me is an overfueling injector or something, if it's not burning the diesel right in that cylinder. Now the glow plugs do click on and off, right, but it shouldn't be that smoky even without the glow plugs working, to be honest with you. So we'll get it up and see what else it needs, right? Right, party people, we have a Bmw 320D, and come in a couple of weeks ago, had a few issues here, so I've been off, had some family issues, to be honest with you guys. So we have had this one in before, and we did a scan on it. Basically it had the customer come in with the 4 glow plugs, but we scanned it and he says, look, there's no power going. We scanned it, plus I put test lamp onto the #1 glow plug, which if you get to, I said, we're not getting any power coming down there. I said, so probably better just changing the module. And to be honest with you, if the glow plugs have been shortened and stuff like that, I think, for what I can hear anyway, with these cars, you're better just doing the module anyway, because you know the module's probably bad. And we do have fault codes for 1, 2, 3, 4 glow plugs. It's been off before the manifold. I can see all the injectors have all got paint marks on them. So now some of these had 1, 2, that one's got 3 paint marks on it, so this one back into the same hole. Now the car, even when it's running, it's smoking its head off, right? It's absolutely smoking its head off. So it could just be because of the glow plugs, but could be that one of these is overfueling, and it can't burn it, right? So we need to change the glow plugs, change the module, and see how we go. So I've already soaked all of these with some loose oil. Look at all this crap that's in here. So we'll get the blow valve, we'll get a wee blow out as well, and we'll be back in a sec. Right, let's see. A friend of mine as well has just done his BMW X5, which is a 2006 as well, and one of them snapped, so we'll hopefully not do any of that. We'll make a judgment on it when we hang around. But what we've done is we've ran this vehicle for a few hours to try and keep some heat in the engine, and we've soaked it all with Lysol. What we'll try and do is we'll try and get them out if we're breaking them, hopefully. 12s and 11s. Ooh, a 12 to start with. Can we get maybe the quarters right, maybe the 3/8 too narrow. Let's see. So what size is that? It's the 11, so it's got to be the 10, but so that's 11, there's my 10. Not. try and feel what's going on here. The glow plug. Right, so try and tighten it all. Oh, it's solid. Oh, it's going. Oh, half these. It's starting to go tight, so we'll go back and forward. Right. Yeah, it's tight. Leave that one, it's probably too much carbon on it. Oh, there we go. What the F was that? No idea what that was. Go back in again. Right, so there's one glow plug. Too long, to be honest, yeah. Come. One's got a puddle there, so we'll leave it sitting there. Right, that should come. Oh, the beauty. Right, so same again, we've got puddle line there, so get blow valve in the bag. Oh, that one blew right out. So, right, so that's good. That's smoke coming out of the combustion chambers. Right, there's my ratchet. This one up here. Oh aye, look at that one. That one's not working for sure. Let's see the one that blown out, I didn't actually look at that. It's so crusty. It's the carbon, obviously. Aye, look at that one, it's soaking. So I would say that's the injector that's probably overfilling as well. Right, absolutely soaking. And that is number 3, so that's been out before. The only one that doesn't look like it's been touched is number 4. Right. I'll go and check these new plugs, make sure they're the same. The Germans are off their head. Right, I don't know why they put that down there. Right, I've managed to get 2 nuts off it. The way down there is a glow plug module, right? So we've done the glow plugs, we've got the manifold off obviously, so we've done the glow plugs, we've cleaned and worked them back and forward, and even the new ones, that number 1 one's tight, even going in, and that was us working it back and forward. But so realistically, right, to make that easier to get to, I have no idea how I'm going to get the nuts back on, right? So even if I was on it from underneath, your engine mounting's in the road, so the engine mounting would need to come off, the oil cooler would need to come off, really, to, you know, to get good access to it. But I've managed to get the nuts off it, so it wasn't easy. Probably taking just as long, but got them off, so it'll be even more difficult trying to get them back on there, so I'll need to try and see if I can get it out of there and then get the new one in. The new one's a Hitachi, and I think somebody else makes it to start with. I'm not sure if the Hitachi ones are maybe not the best, but we've got it, so we'll swap it over. Okay, so that's one nut on, unfortunately, and dropped my tool. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if the snap-on magnet can retrieve a snap-on ratchet. Ending. Hook to duck! Hook to duck, there you go, prize for me. This is incredibly difficult, and that's why I've dropped the tool, to be honest with you. Right, it is so difficult because the engine mounting's in the road, the oil cooler's in the road, everything's in the road of it. I've got one more nut to put on it, and what I did is a wee bit of paper. I do have a magnetic socket, but not in quarter drives, to be honest with you, and it's too big to get in down there. So this is the boy. So just put a wee bit of paper in there, and then, you know, make your, so that it holds the nut, so that if you do turn it upside down, it doesn't drop out. So incredibly difficult, this one, I'm trying to get into it. But so we'll get this in, we'll get all the glow plugs plugged back in, get the manifold back on. There was one nut missing off of there, so we'll find a nut for there, so no help to be leaking in the intake side, so not good. Right, so everything's back on. Put all this back on, right, I've put the dipstick tube back in, plugged everything back in, hopefully anyway. Hopefully we've got everything, I think we have. So, and we've got the hotel plugged in. I think when I just walked away there, I think it was the same as the last time. Loads of faults in it, I think 11 in the engine. So we'll see what the big machine's saying, and then we'll see where we go next. So, thermal oil level sensor is present. Glow plug 1, 2, 3, 4. DDE smooth running controller absent. Smooth running controller absent. Charge air pressure actuator. So lots of faults. So we'll just hit the save again, and at least we know what was in it. I'm sure I've got a copy the last time it came. See the meter just cold in Scotland, man. Warmer outside than it is in here. So 149229. 149229. So she's done a fair bit of miles. Big Vinny. I think it was Vinny. Put that as kilometres, but no matter too much, to be honest, guys. You've got right. Share, email, yes, done. So come back, mate. See if we can get them all clear. And then hopefully starts and runs better. I can't do nothing about the rest of the faults in it, but not at this time anyway. And lots of modules on it, man, but there's lots of faults, so I want this to do its thing. We'll come back in a sec, guys, right? Right, so there's still some codes, but hopefully not what we're concerned by. So we'll see what it does, how it starts, how it sounds. It's been running the day, so the best time to check it again would be tomorrow. And it's, I think, -2 just now in Scotland, so probably be the same tomorrow. What I'll do is put the ignition off. misfire, and that number 3 glow plug was soaking. Oh Jesus, pistons. Pistons come off. Clips have obviously worn or something. There we go. Right. Try again. So there's our old bits there, eh? One of those glow plugs was absolutely soaking. I think number 3. You can hear the car still missing. Still hunting on the revs sometimes. Still smoky. Bit better than it was, but I'll come back in a sec, guys. So at the minute it's just the oil level sensor one that's come back, so I've not ran the vehicle very much, to be honest with you, so I'm going to build the rest of it up and then just take it from there really, but aye, loads of faults in it, or there was anyway. Right, oh jeez, I'll turn it off, filling the place with smoke, bad injector probably. Right, so she's been running for a wee while. Obviously you can see we've got our glow plugs on the old module in there. Right, there's no lights on it at the minute, it is still smoking its head off, but I did say this to the customer that I believe there's a bad injector on it. You can see the manifolds being off it before. The injectors have all paint marks, so I've put numbers on them basically to say that they've had 1, 2 and 3. But looks like have been touched because I didn't see any paint marks on them before. And number 3 glow plug was soaked in diesel. Now we're only getting these 2 coming back at the minute, so we probably need to check the car for cold again, so take it through there. So that's what we'll do, I think. So there you go, we've done that one, all good in the hood at the minute.